Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Good morning, Glenda, and good morning,
Hello.
SPTV. How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you,
Oh,
Nick?
hello.
How are you, Richard? He's good. Richard's good.
My
Richard's good.
signal's having a bit of a funny thing with as well. So I think I can't see you very well, but you can see me. But that's the weather in Fens for you. How's the weather in Australia, darling?
Well, actually, we're a little bit nipply today. A little bit nipply. So I've got the long sleeves on, so it's a bit chilly. Nippy? I'm saying I'm being crude. Come on.
And he was worried about me. Oh dear.
I know.
Oh, I'm forgetting. Sorry. When we used to paint this show as a well-known daytime TV show for spiritualists, I didn't think we realised the laughter would be part of the format too. But I think it's brilliant. Well, Glenda, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is. It's got to be good night for you, of course.
Evening, yes, evening. 7:30, yes, evening here.
Oh, so you still got a bit of the night left, to be fair.
Yeah.
Not much. But it's so good to be back with you, and it's so good to be back to start everyone's week and start everyone's day with SPTV. So please, my friends, I'm going to say this many, many times, but I means it. I really means it. Please share. Please subscribe. Please like. We need the world to know that we are here on a Monday to give them messages from spirit and talks about whatever you'd like to talk about this week, because we sat talking about what we'd like to talk about and we never really kind of got round to making a decision. So it's over to you all at home. Lead the debate and conversation. We'll probably turn it our way eventually if we come up with a thought or idea, because that's spirit for you. But it's so good to be back. So please remember to share, like, and subscribe. And don't forget, you can be a VIP as well. But so what have you been up? Because you've been a busy girl, Glenda.
I've been on a few lives. Me and Debbie from Transcend with Debbie have been pumping the lives with Lisa Snyder. We've been having so much fun doing lives together.
Brilliant. Great. And it's good to see you keep shining on our screens throughout the week as well. And not long now until you're actually in the UK as well, which is
it's counting down. I think it's like 5 weeks. It's going so quick. I'm like working out where I want to go, picking the last little, I'm going here in Scotland. So I'm a bit excited to meet with you and with Richard. I'm going to see what Richard looks like.
Join the elite club of people who know Richard by visuality,
Everybody has to come on the 9th if you want to see what Richard looks like. It does exist.
there is mediumship and everything, but come to see.
Just come for Richard.
The way the world is these days, we'll probably get more ticket sales just by saying "and Richard's face" at the bottom of the post.
Richard's face. We should get T-shirts.
Come see Richard's face.
Come see Richard.
Get 2 different T-shirts, one with an arrow this way and one with an arrow that way. 2 people winging him all day, saying, "This is Richard."
You know what I'm going to get? I'm going to wear a mask. You know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get Richard's face with Richard.
It is back to front, but
can you see? I'll try to put it so it would see that way. Like Roland Richard.
Roland Richard. That's what it.
Roland Richard.
Back to front, but yeah, Roland Richard. I love that. I do love that. That is got to be the new buzzword.
It has to be.
So exciting day. messages, we've got chat, we've got Kate May, we've got notices. There's so much going on in SPTV this week, coming up with specials for VIPs. And, you know, there's just so much going on full stop in the world that we can talk about. And of course, giving messages out. I've got my cards this week.
Oh, I've got some too. I've got some, yes.
So we can give messages and cards, messages from spirit. We can have a chat and a chin wag and all the wonderful things in the world that we can do here to start and welcome you into this new week. And of course, to do that, we need to say hello. So,
yes.
Roland Richard.
I've got it. Roland Richard.
There you go.
Roland Richard.
Anybody in SPTV land waiting to say hello, and we will say hello back at you. Right, again, everyone, Facebook is being a bit grumpy, so please bear with us on that. I say we, the royalty. Richard is working his darndest to get things.
Oh, Kaza!
And she's first in the out of the hands. Good morning, darling.
Our Kaza, our Scottish Kaza. Oh, we've got. Is it Jill Reynolds? Hi, hope you both are okay. Rain again. Oh, rain.
Yeah, it is literally falling on my head as we speak. I got absolutely drenched coming into the conservatory from. But there we go. It's a bit wet, bit wet. Persistently. What's the word? I can't remember now.
Wet.
And I better not come out wrong. But there's a P word that's.
Oh yeah.
That describes rain. I can't remember what it is. Never mind. Good morning to Christine Davis. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Christine. Nadia from Belgium is here. Welcome, Nadia.
Morning, Nadia. Good to see you. And Michelle Oliver with lots of hearts. Bless you. Good morning.
Hi, Michelle. Letitia Edmonds. Yes. We've got a good morning from Letitia here. Welcome.
Good morning, Sandra E. Good to see you again. Excited. Welcome back.
Our Rebecca Woodley is back with us again. Hello, Rebecca.
Good morning. And Felicity Mazur from Australia.
Yay, we got an Aussie in the house. Belinda Jones, welcome, Belinda. Beautiful Rose.
Good morning. And Rebecca Whelan, my darling, good morning. Good to see you.
Oh, there's our Joanne. Joanne Lewis. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe. And Tony.
Oh, here's trouble.
Here's trouble. I'm spending the evening with him on Thursday night. Looking forward to it too.
The two revs, hey? They're going hard at it. Stop.
And everyone's so worried about me.
Sorry.
Christmas blooper reel notwithstanding. Good morning to Sienna.
Tony's going to love me. Oh, Mama Brown. Hello, Mama Brown.
Hi, Mum. Limo. Morning, dear.
Hi, Limo. David Hayo. Yay.
Hello,
Hey,
darling.
David.
Yes, and of course, David will be joining us on the 9th of September. We will all be in the same room. He can have one of the T-shirts with "This is Richard" on it. On the 9th of September in Little Port Village Hall. David is one of the mediums that will be working for everyone who turns up and everyone watch, which is can be wonderful. We're really looking forward.
Phenomenal. Richard's been cheeky.
Richard's going to get a T-shirt that says "This is Richard" with an arrow pointing up, and just give them out to everyone. That's crafty. I like it. And good morning to Christine Murray. Good morning, darling.
Hi, Christine.
So when we say good morning to Kaylee Byrne, we say let's get on with the show. There is to unpack today. Of course, a reminder that we are going to be giving out messages randomly throughout the show, all the way through the show. Wow. Ooh. And you know, it's funny, I brought my tarot with me, my cards with me, my oracle cards with me. There is the card of humility. There he is. And you know, speaking of humility, such wonderful humility, Kate May has actually given us a tarot pack to give away as a prize to a mini Monday competition. Which is
share.
So we're going to be unpacking that competition a little bit later on after we've heard. Actually, that would be a good idea. After we've heard from Kate May, we will be giving away one of her tarot packs. That is just awesome. Love it. See, don't you just love the kindness? Oh, Sandra, thank you.
Yes, he has corrupted me.
Well enough to know
Sandra.
It's you, or you haven't known me long enough to know me so well. Absolutely, yes. I have indeed corrupted Glenda.
Yes, absolutely. It didn't take long.
No, I normally like more of a challenge, darling. And of course, Shelley.
Oh, Shelley.
And what direction the arrow would be pointing on Richard's t-shirts. We will have to wait and see, won't we? But of course, there is a lot to unpack. We are going to be giving you messages, so do stay tuned, do stay commenting, because if you comment, if you're in the conversation, we will be drawn to you and pick you a card. And then later on, of course, we will be giving more messages out after we've had a bit of a thank you, Dawny. See, Dawny knew what I was on. Persistently precipitating. It means raining lots. Thank you, Dawny Weldon, for the reminder of that word, precipitation. Don't say that too much time. I've had a couple of sources. I can see that happen in September as well. So we have got announcements about this week on SPTV to go through. But first,
Tony's got to go. Bye, Tony.
Bye, Tony. Be good, babe. See you soon. Yes, conversations on spirit as well that will lead to messages. We spoke last week, didn't we, about, you know, how we were going to see what people had got to say based on a theme, or if they'd got questions, and then try and give them a message at the same time. So, you know, that might be a good way of engaging the conversation and making sure we give some messages too. So if you've got a burning question, either for Glenda, myself, or Richard, we'll translate the deafening silence from Richard's microphone, your end, unless he decides something really passionate and jumps in, because he does do that from time to time too. But if you've got a question for either Glenda, myself, get it in, share it, bring it online, make it a comment. We'll talk about it, we'll unpack it, and who knows, we might even be drawn to pick a card for you. Ooh. Just remember that we don't ask you to cross our palm with stars.
No stars.
I know Facebook like to say, you know, give SPTV stars. They don't, so don't do it. And just enjoy the conversation as we always do. So if you have got a question, bring it up. But Glenda, you were about to
I'll start the conversation rolling and see if anyone wants to jump on. Okay, so Nick, what's your thoughts on spiritual hygiene?
spiritual hygiene. It's essential. You know, it does go, for me, it goes hand in hand with a great many practical parts of our way of life, especially when it comes to healing. If you're going to be in the orbit of someone, you know, hygiene's vital. I'm also reminded cleanliness is next to godliness is a statement for a reason. But above and beyond that, what people should know, based on what my guides have told me in the past, is that when you are going through a process of cleansing, you are actually shining your light brighter. Now, I'm going to do a test here, and I want everyone to see if they've done this before, and do comment if you have. When you have been to the lavatory, oh, Nolene, bless you. We've not known each other that long, but you'd think we were, you know, separated at birth the way we do, Gaz.
But I did see a comment that Nick and Glenda tonic is a great tonic for Monday, for a start Mondays. We're a great tonic for everyone.
Bless. Well, we try our best, don't we, darling? We do try our best.
It's all about fun.
But it is. But the thing I was going to say, Spirit will reach out to us when we are going through a process of increasing our light. And yes, Kelly Rickett, it is a great question. Spirit will reach out to us easier and better as we are improving our light, growing our light. It's one of the things that we do in meditation when we reach out. We know as a medium, it's a meet in the halfway process, so we've got to raise our vibrations. And our vibrations raise when we are going through a process of cleansing naturally, because how many people have got messages on the loo? Glenda, do they not leave you alone when you are in the lavatorium? And
not a chance. You are just downloading. I get download after download.
Absolutely.
It's the quiet time.
But also your body is going through a process of cleansing. And so that process of removing, for want of a better term, the detritus of your day in more ways than one does increase your vibration. It's like if you've got a light bulb in a case on a beach, if it's covered in sand, no one can see the light. But you blow away the sand, the light is seen, therefore it glows brighter. And so the natural process of cleansing one's body, cleansing one's mind, is a natural process of increasing your vibration. So in my view, essential. What does everybody else think? And Glenda, what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things I kind of share with my viewers is if you're having a bad day, you come home, you've been at work, you've taken everyone's energy on. What's the first thing and what's the last thing you do when you go to bed, before you go to bed? You get in the shower. You wash it away. Yeah. Shower is water is one of the best cleansers. It's almost like you can really do, like, envision that, you know, that gold light, that beautiful white light coming down and just cleansing all that negativity away. You know, yeah. One of the things that my mum always said is, don't go to bed dirty, always have a shower. And it's almost like, do not take that bad energy to bed with you. Have that cleanse, have that shower. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that practice this hygiene, you know, when we need a cleanse. The other thing is, and I'm sure there is a few other people, and I'd love to see everybody's hands up or, you know, on the feed. How many other people that do spiritual work? I'm talking healers. You put your hands on healing with people that do meditations, any energy work that go straight to the lavatory after it.
Yeah.
Am I right? It's almost like you are getting rid of that energy. I don't want to say negative energy, but it's other people's energy. It's just a big cleanse, isn't it?
Absolutely. I've seen that before as well. I've experienced that before as well. I have to say, though, I'm deeply impressed with my mum. She has been listening. Linda Brown says ladies shouldn't wear perfume when doing healing for someone. for someone, so I'm told. Is that true? I would say that if it was subtle and not too overpowering, you'd probably get away with it. But the reason behind that is so that it's all about making the person you are giving healing feel comfortable. And so, you know, if you're coming in overpowering, that is the reason why many people do put in place and follow that rule. Would it impact the healing? Probably not. I certainly don't believe that it would, but the receptiveness to the healing could be impacted by the if you're not relaxing. And of course, your point, Glenda, when you relax, all of the muscles in your body relax. As a medium, we know from spirit through spirit to spirit, you're getting the healing too. And of course, as you relax, so do your muscles. And when muscles relax, things happen. So I've needed to nip to the little boys' room on more than one occasion after giving healing. The washing of the hands before and after giving healing.
Absolutely.
Not only is about personal hygiene, but it is also about separating yourself from the last recipient.
Energy, yeah.
And with that water sloshing about, if you've had a few waters out of the jug at the front yourself, you're bound to need to go as well. So, you know, but then again, that is also part of, as I was saying earlier, about the cleansing. So really good comment, Linda, Mum, whatever.
Yeah. The other one is if you've got too much perfume on and you're also dabbling with essential oils, it can just be too overwhelming, all the smells and that sort of thing. I like to keep quite neutral because one of my senses is I can smell spirit. And if you've got too much perfume on, it's just too much. It's too much.
Absolutely. Oh, now we've got that clean theme today. Joanne Lewis, pretty good question. What are the ways of cleansing your aura? Glenda, what are your thoughts on cleansing one's aura?
Okay, so water is number one for me. A lot of people like to use, sage, or they like to use all different things that they burn with the aura. You know, it's just, you can sage yourself, that sort of thing. I just kind of do a couple of little things when I need to cleanse my aura. If anything, I connect in with spirit and just kind of, just ask them to just give me a bit of a debris, get rid of the debris, just connect in with them. Some people like to go for a walk. They like to stand on the grass, connect in with the earth, that sort of thing. Some people do essential oils. Some people do candles. Some people do crystals. Crystals is a massive one with, selenite. They can wave that selenite around. So it just depends on what fits with you, what you feel good doing. It doesn't have to be anything that anybody else does. If it's your own little ritual, it's your own little ritual. It's up to you, really.
Indeed, I totally agree. And in actual fact, Joanne, I'm first out of the blocks this week. What's wrong with me? I've picked a card for you, darling. And I'm going to come to it because it's actually quite funny. What they've given you in the card. But for me, as well as all of that, it is a reflection of exactly what Glenda said, whatever fits with you. On the core of it, the aura is a magnetic field that reflects how you're feeling, what you're up to, where you're at. If you feel glum, your aura will reflect that. One of the first things my mentor ever said to me is, have you ever decided to wear a specific outfit the night before you're going to do that wearing, and you've got up in the morning and you've tried to put it on and it feels wrong, it doesn't feel right, and you have to change the outfit? It's because your mood has changed, your auric field has changed. And to an extent, what you wear will reflect in some way your auric field, because not everybody can see auras. So the subconscious mind tries to find a way of letting everyone know how you're feeling. by using the colors that you wear. And so for me, one of the things that I get really, really frustrated about is people try to overcomplicate subject matters. Just because the question is complex doesn't necessarily mean that the answer can't be simple. And so for me, as well as tying in with what Glenda has said about whatever fits with you, that is number one. That is key. But also, it can be as simple as just sitting down, taking a few moments, breathe. And this is why they've given you this card. Because not only is Iris holding up a lamp and a light and shining a bright color of rainbow around it. There we go. I'll show you that. There we go. It stands for harmony, harmony and balance. And if you want to go a little bit further, this young lady is sitting in front of flowing water, just like Glenda was talking about having her shower of golden light. For me, what this card is saying is, Joanne, you already have the tools that you need. You already have the ability that, so I'm now coming into a reading with this one for you, Joanne. Hope you're still there. Don't have disappeared or fell asleep on me just yet. But this angel Iris holding this golden light shining forward for you. You question yourself far too much. That will impact your aura. It'll also impact you. Harmony is about balancing mind, body, and spirit. It's about remembering the balance, that magic word balance between all of the above. What I'm being told here is that this is something that you sometimes struggle with because you question yourself too much. You are more than capable. You are more than able. You're doing what you need to do because you know what sits with you, just like Glenda was saying. I'm sure I'm being told here, either it was an emotional or physical. You punched the air when Glenda said whatever fits with you. And this is because you're absolutely right. You, however, question that and question yourself sometimes because you hear lots of mixed messages, and that doesn't create harmony. Mixed messages creates a chorus, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's in tune. But you have to find those particular frequencies and harmonies that fit with you and draw them within yourself. So once again, exactly as what Glenda said, what fits with you. But what I would add to that, and certainly based on this card about harmony, is keep it simple. People say if it was that simple, everyone else had already done it. I challenge that, because if everyone says that, nobody's tried it. So don't be forced into complexity when you believe an answer is simple. And I feel this is quite pertinent around you at this particular time. Yes, I do that differently, depends on what required on absolutely. But there's this situation, and then certainly as I'm kind of finishing and put the card down, I'm aware of a lady who would have suffered with a heart condition, not necessarily took her, but suffered with a heart condition, just stepping forward here, who just wants to say to you, there is a situation at the moment where you're allowing other people's complexity to restrict you and hold you back, and that really won't help your aura. So do take all the love of spirit, be yourself, be your own beacon of light, and all you'll shine as rainbows. So I'll say God bless you, Joanne, and thank you for your question, and hope that was all right for you. Cheers.
Yeah, I'd love to hear how Joanne's spirit guide that I brought through on the VIP night is going with the work together.
Yeah. All that harmony. Ooh. Wow. So in 2 weeks' time, we're being told in the download here, in 2 weeks' time, Ashley Robinson is doing a special bringing through people's spirit guides. So that's one to watch out for too. Watched Ashley on Friday because I finally had a Friday night where I had 10 minutes to spare. It was wonderful. Good shout out to Ashley and his spirit guide show. Oh, here comes the... here comes... There we go. Thank you, darling. Still there. Oh, bless you, darling. We are going to work on this because I do not like Glenda being muted because one of her witty in trouble. But yeah, good shout out there to Ashley, Vincent, and hopefully you can join him for his spirit guide bring through. Is that a VIP special, Richard? It's for everyone. Wow. So that's in 2 weeks. So do look out for that. Wonderful. Wonderful one. Glenda, have we got your sound?
Is it back?
Oh, that's better. I can hear your voice crystal clear.
I don't know what it is. I've got 3 sets of headphones.
Maybe Spirit are trying to merge us time-wise, and that's the vibrational frequencies.
I put it down to Skype. I don't have a problem any other time.
No, I know. Bless you. Well, we've got another question.
Okay. Martina
Stringer,
saying, I always wonder if there are messages I'm missing. I often see repeat numbers and I wonder if Spirit are trying to tell me something.
Yeah. Well, now, for me, I know there are many different views on repeat numbers, angel numbers, for example. I haven't gone that deep into them because I see everything as being from a similar source and those different ideas. And speaking of angels, tonight, Sarah Andrews at 6 p.m. she'll be with us. Of course, followed hotly by Claire Pasterfield with Heavenly Sprinkles at 8 p.m. Throw that one in too. But of course, one of the things that's really, really important about this way of life is we bring different ideas together. Sometimes that can be a little bit distracting. But once again, as Glenda said about cleansing your aura, whatever resonates with you is how you describe it, and nobody should detract from that. So whether it's angel numbers or just a device that higher ascended spiritual beings that have never touched the earth plane, whatever you want to call it, it's irrelevant. It is spirit going, hello, woo. So the question is, are you missing messages? I would say no, because you're noticing it. And if they are repeating, then they're obviously trying to get your attention. So they will try. It's like if you try and ring. It's like if you try and ring someone on the phone. You give them a ring, and if they don't answer, you give them a few minutes, and then you ring again. And if they don't answer, you give them a few minutes, they ring again. And this is how spirit works, particularly, I will say, with numbers. Also music, words. I love reading number plates when I'm driving along. Getting words out of those little kind of condensed words. And they will be leaving these breadcrumbs for you to get the message across. So you're getting the message.
The other thing I get with Martina, if I kind of feel into Martina, you were talking about giving the call and you ring again. What I feel is spirits keeps ringing Martina, but she's always engaged. Martina, you're so busy. You're always engaged. You're always on the trot. Your just mind is busy, busy, busy. You are just doing so much that you actually don't stop and you don't see or you don't notice a lot of things. But then when you do stop, you go, oh, I see the 1111. But it's always happening. So it's just a matter of you slowing down and feeling in. When you get that sign, feel into it. What does this mean for me? What was I just doing? What is the questions I have brewing in my head? What answers do I need answering? They're just trying to tap in with you, Martina. So just slow the pace a little bit and feel into what is going on at that time in your life why are they getting your attention? Why do they want your attention? So I'll just put that back on you to take that one.
Absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right. And bless you, Martina. That's so spot on. Thank you. What I will also add on the, because this is why me and Glenda resonate so much, because I'm going to be repeating what she said all day now about picking what resonates with you. If you research the meaning in numbers, invariably, you are going to find 20, 30, 40 different ways of interpreting those numbers. I would say spirit know which sits best with you. So whichever sits best with you, go with that. You know, some people could say number one means loneliness. Some people could say number one means solitude. Some people could say number one means oneness of self. It doesn't matter. Whichever one grabs you, whichever one draws you, take that meaning. Research, learn, dig in, but don't be led by others. Let your own heart, mind, and connection with spirit take that particular way of interpreting those numbers if it feels right for you. So I hope that helps.
Yeah.
Very much about resonating with what resonates.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Thank you, Martina. Wonderful question as well.
Yeah. Have we got any more questions? The other...
Oh, we'll listen to comments, but questions, keep them coming, guys. Kelly Roquette, there's a go-to guide that I have. I love it. Goes up to 4-digit sequences. So this is obviously about the numbers. So Kelly's found one that has a way of interpreting numbers and meanings, and it goes up to 4-digit sequences. Kelly, this one's for you, just a very quick one. I'm being told to give you 976. That's for you. 97, because they've started making the buttons on my keyboard on my laptop glow when they want to give me numbers and names, and it's 976. So that one's for you. There you go. Go to your guide, have a look, see what it means. I'd be curious to know, actually. But Gordon just threw that one in for you. Jane Malden says, hello you two. Hello to you, Jane. Good to see you. And Serena Galvin's joined us too.
Hi, Serena. How are you? Casey, hello, Casey. Hello, everyone. Casey is saying hello. Casey Tanner.
Oh,
or Dawny.
Dawny loves repeating numbers on house bunkers, car regs when not looking for them. Yeah, and they will use anything, won't they, Glenda?
Absolutely.
You know, posts on Facebook and all sorts of locations.
Billboards, everything.
Absolutely.
My favorite is when I go to a coffee shop, and I always give these in my reading. It'll be a number, and if they say, oh, I can't take that number, next time you go for coffee, tell me what your table number is. And it always is, always.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, one of the things that we need to talk about actually before we continue. So please keep your questions coming in, and I'm giving these a shuffle, getting them ready for the next deep dive, as well as.
Hello, Lisa. I'm going to say a quick hello to Lisa Snyder. She's got up very, very early to say hello to us.
Oh, morning, Lisa. Good morning, darling. And Mum, sorry, got to stop.
Yes, on the cooker.
My numbers keep coming up on the cooker. Yeah, there's so many digital locations for numbers to show up now. Always reminds me of a Doctor Who episode. Can't remember which one, but I know he used numbers to, get a message out there. So a few announcements. Anne Sherwell says, glad to have finally caught a live. Hope you both will. We're well.
One of my clients, Anne. Hello, welcome, Anne. Glad you've jumped on.
Hello, darling. So Thursday this week, SPTV, Paul Bannister's show at 6 p.m. He's interviewing, drum roll please, Diane Cooper. Diane Cooper live on Paul Bannister's Spiritual Talk on SPTV. Diane Cooper is very well known to so many people. She's works with tarot. She works with spirit. She works with many different.
She's an author.
And an author too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Pen to paper. Diane Cooper at 6 p.m. is going to be on SPTV with Paul Bannister this coming Thursday. So that's a really exciting one for people to tune into. Kelly Roquette. Thank you, darling. Thanks, Nick. Just looked it up, and it's like the number to my life. If there was a number to describe my life theme, it's the meaning to 976. See, they're watching, and all they're doing is making use of my keyboard by making my numbers glow. And no, there aren't bulbs underneath the keys. I'm not that. But thank you, Kelly, for coming back. It just shows that spirit are watching and can. Right, this is really important, don't you think, Glenda? Sometimes we can go on a bit too much, and sometimes spirit can get the message across with just one word, or in this case, 3 numbers. You know, Kelly 976. There you go, and it expands out for her.
Yeah.
You know, don't you think it's important to remember that spirit can reach out to us in any way, and it doesn't have to be protracted and elongated. Like I said earlier, simplicity.
Yeah. Absolutely. It could be just, you might be just hearing one word, you know, or someone just brings up a word and you go, oh, that word means something. I need to kind of take that word in, or you've heard it twice, or you're scrolling on your feed on Facebook and you see the same thing come up multiple times on different places, and you're going, oh, there's something going on here.
Definitely.
And we just had David Carson jump on and say hello.
Hello, David Carson.
David.
Hello,
I had another session with David Carson on the weekend.
Ah, wow, brilliant.
I have to say, do you remember on the VIP night, David did some healing around my back area?
Yes.
I haven't had pain.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's a miracle. David Carson is a miracle worker.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Wonderful. That is brilliant. And if anybody didn't see it, I believe it's still available to watch back. David Carson and the Swan, we had him on here a few weeks ago, didn't we? Then we had a special a couple of Thursdays ago. Amazing guy. And, you know, as you said, healing too.
Oh, he's fantastic. He is fantastic. Yes. We're going to have him back on again for another VIP night.
Definitely. Absolutely. Well, we got another question. Ooh. Lorna Evans, and this ties in very beautifully with the time of day. That's all I'm saying. Can I ask, Lorna Evans says, how do you know which object to use for a reading? For example, pendulum cards, pictures, oracle card deck, angel card deck, tarot. Which one is best to use? Glenda.
Lorna, what are you attracted to? Are you attracted to pictures? Are you attracted to colours? Are you attracted to crystals? What makes you light up? What do you find fascinating? What have you got a great imagination? You have to go with what you are drawn to work with. For me, I love cards. I've never been into pendulum. They don't do it for me, but cards, like one of my favourites. Oh, and look, here you go. Look, I've just pulled a card, the first one off the top of the deck, and it must be for you, Lorna. My favourite is Alice in Wonderland. She is just amazing. I love her artwork. I love the design of the pictures on there, the colours, and you know this one here. Look, the right way. Look at the question. She's asked which one does she use. Use which one fills you up, which one feels good for you. And, you know, when I tap into this even more, when you look into this, you've got the frog here. The frog's kind of looking at her. She's looking up and she's like pondering, oh, what do I go with? You've got to answer that for yourself, but it's just about, don't overthink it. Just pick something up, see if that energy resonates with you. What are you feeling with it? Whatever you pick up, whatever you feel is your go-to, it'll work. You've just got to trust that process and just spend time. It's like anything that you work with, if you just spend time doing it, you're going to build your confidence. You're going to build, it's like that muscle, you know, the muscle memory. It's going to keep coming more and more things. You can pick up a card and tomorrow it will mean something different to you. So just go with what, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. That's what I'm getting. This is the answer for you. Stop pondering, just pick something up and start playing with it. Easy as that.
Hebe, play. That is, I thought I'd see if it tied in, and it beautifully does, because your last word is just play with it. And I'd pick this a moment. And the reason that I use these cards, it's the Mystic Oracle pack, is that I have a great love of all things Greek, especially the spices. And I do love a moussaka. But I love the Greek classics. I love all things Greek, ancient Greek. And so I'm drawn to that particular deck. Am I drawn to other decks? Maybe, if I like them, but it is about playing and figuring out which ones you resonate with. And it goes back to your original statement that I said I'd keep repeating. It is about which works for you and which resonates with you, because nobody can tell you what your best device or tool, you know, you might even feel that they get in the way, and I did for years. I felt they got in the way and wasn't interested. But coming on SPTV, my love of cards was reborn and renewed, and I dug my old pack out, bought myself a new pack, and I've been loving it ever since, because people change. And
pictures, there you go. Yeah.
Change. So you love pictures, go with pictures. Thank you for shouting that back out to us, Lorna. If you love working with pictures, go with pictures. It's whatever sits well with you. But I will say, all this talk of tarot reminds me that there is a certain young lady waiting in the wings to give us all our weekly update on what's going on with her tarot scope. I keep going to call it cast. It is a tarot scope cast. Kate May, who we will be talking about a competition afterwards. She's donated a pack of cards to be given away somehow. We'll work that out. But for now, we're going to see Kate May on her tarot scope. So what do we say, Glenda?
Hang on. Rolling, Richard.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for your week ahead tarot readings. I think it's the 24th, 25th week ahead of July 2023. Let's have a look at Aries. Okay, it's the Hierophant, Aries. Now, this week, Aries, it indicates don't rock the boat. You don't want to change anything that is out of the ordinary or that is going to be new and kind of unexpected. You want to stick to tried and tested methods this week. Trust your intuition as well, Aries, this week. This also indicates you could be part of big groups, big organisations, where you have to follow the rules, follow the crowd. Just keeping to the norm, really. This card, Aries, this week is just sticking to what you know. Okay, Taurus, Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your way, Taurus. You're going to start to see things moving ahead. You're going to start to see things expanding. You're going to start to see a little bit of luck coming in your favour. Now, it is with action. So if you sit at home and do nothing, Taurus, it's not going to work. You've got to do some action. But when you take those first steps, you're going to be amazed at how far you can start running. Change is coming in a very positive way. Gemini, Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving slowly for you, Gemini, but still moving slow and steady. There is a strong foundation that's being built around you this week, Gemini. Now, if things have been a little bit slow, don't worry about it, because it's more firm, it's more reliable, it's more solid. Sometimes if you rush things, then mistakes can happen. So actually having a slow, steady pace this week, Gemini, is going to be much better for you. An earth sign might play a particular positive role as well. Cancer, Queen of Cups. This week you could open a can of worms, but you're going to try and keep a lid on your emotions. That's the best way to deal with things. Be in control of things. Do be a little bit selfish this week, Cancer, though. Even though we've moved into Leo season, still put yourself first and nurture yourself. That's going to be really important. Leo, you're feeling happy, blessed, count your blessings. This is a week to enjoy things. This is a week as we come into Leo season to really enjoy the fruits of your labour and just feeling a bit smug that everything's going hokey cokey. Virgo, lots of new ideas, lots of new opportunities. The possibilities is there, Virgo, but that's what they are, possibilities. You've got to do something about it, but you're coming up with lots of new ideas, possibly around teaching and learning. Libra, Empress, it's abundance this week for you, Libra. This week is going to feel wonderful. You're going to feel comfortable, you're going to feel secure, and you're going to feel that there is abundant opportunities around you. This is a week of growth. Family are going to be super important. You may hear some good news there. Scorpio, the wish card. Everything is realigning for you. Everything is falling back into place. New opportunities. There's hope. There's optimism. There's no reason why you can't do something. Everything just feels like it's ticking all the boxes this week. It's a great week for having hope and having optimism and doing new things. Sagittarius, the Emperor. Boundaries are going to be really important this week, Sagittarius. Putting your boundaries in place, not letting people walk all over them, and be a master of your own destiny. You say when, you say how, you say who. Capricorn, the balance card. Money might be going out, but it's also coming back in. If you've asked for some money, you're going to be getting it. This card indicates a fair share out going on around you, balance, and help with anything to do with voluntary or charity work there. But balance, particularly around your material needs, is happening. Aquarius, bit of a battle going on this week, Aquarius. This could be battles of opinions, could be other people's battles. People might have their own opinion, but that's all it is. It's an opinion. It's not necessarily right or wrong. This week, Aquarius, you're asked to listen to other people, though, not just think about what your words are in the mind, but think about what other people have to say, and then make a decision. Don't have to make a decision outright, but do listen to the bigger picture. And last but not least, Pisces. We have, it's upside down, but it is the right way. I've just got the whole deck. Judgment. This is a wake-up call, Pisces. This indicates that there's going to be a bigger picture coming for you, that you're finally seeing that aha moment. You're finally going, I get it all. I know why everything took its time. I know why I had to go through that. This is a massive spiritual awakening card for you, Pisces. Huge. It's literally taking you to another dimension. So expect crazy dreams. Expect to be elevated into new spiritual awakenings and reborn, really. This card is a card of it's all over. It's all starting again for you. It's really good energy, Pisces, there, where you can just breathe and you can start again and feel alive and start getting your purpose going. Have a fabulous week, everyone. If you want to catch me, you can catch me on www.katemay.co.uk.
And we are back. Thank you so much to the lovely Kate May. Such a wonderful, wonderful addition to the SPTV team. And I know you're all listening and paying attention. So I hope you were paying attention to the whole screen a few moments ago whilst Kate May was talking, because the answer to the question on how to get her tarot deck was on the screen the whole time she was talking. So there we are for that. But we are going to, of course, carry on after the competition. We're going to carry on giving out messages, giving out card readings. We're going to carry on answering questions because me and Glenda love doing that. Oh, hello, there's a stone just fell on the roof above me. It's really quite noisy. So we're going to ask the question in a moment, but if you are on YouTube, let us know that you are a VIP. If you are on Facebook, tag someone. Keep sharing, because if you do that, you'll draw attention to yourself, and we might pick you out as having a reading from one of our packs or from Spirit. So keep the sharing going. Tag someone if you're on Facebook. Let us know if you're a VIP, or if you're on YouTube, you can't really tag too many people, but you can let us know that you're a VIP. That will draw attention so that we can give you a message. But here goes the question. The question to win a deck from Kate May is... Glenda's looking really excited about it.
I'm waiting.
What is the name of Kate May's coffee shop? That is the question. What is the name of Kate May's coffee shop? Please post it in the comments. If you are picked out with the correct answer, you could be the winner of the tarot pack that Kate May so kindly donated to give away today. So again, what is the name of Kate May's coffee shop? It was on the screen the whole she was talking. So we've got the VIP and we've got the tag someone comments going on as well. I thought if I mentioned that one first, they'd get through so we could draw, and that'd give Richard a bit of time to compile a list, or however he likes to do it, of the people who get the right answer. So Terry Louise is a VIP. Hello, Terry. Good to see you, darling. I know you're a VIP.
Oh, Nicola's a VIP too. Hey, Nicola.
Of course, Kaz is a VIP. Hello, darling.
Arlene Clark, VIP.
Hello, Eileen. And Sandra E is a VIP. Hello to you.
So is Limo de Pimo, yes.
And of course, Kelly Roquette with her yellow, purple, and green hearts is a VIP.
Oh, and our Dawny's VIP as well.
And Shelley's a VIP.
Julie Caswell, she's VIP with the Black Pussycat, yes.
Absolutely. You're right. Gonna say Facebook is still being a bit of a what's it with the comments. We're having the same issue.
Yeah. Mama Brown's VIP. I know a couple of my girls. I've got Nolene Parker, she's VIP. Miranda, she's VIP. There's a couple of other girls that are VIP. We've got Daryl, that's VIP. Who else have we got? I'm trying to read. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of look at these. Arlene Clark's VIP, and Angeline Foot's VIP. Got a few here on Facebook that's VIP. So yes, woohoo, we got a heap. That's awesome. How many people have shared?
Yeah. Arlene, are you still there? I'm being drawn to your name, Arlene Clark. Are you there? I'm picking a card for you, darling. Come on, Arlene. If you are still with us, please let us know if you'd like a message.
Yes, she's written. Yes, she's there.
Just walked into the kitchen and looked at the cooker at 11:11. Bless you.
Yeah, there you go.
Mum walks in at 11:11. Well, Arlene, I didn't even look to see which one it is first. You get to see first. You have got this card, which is the underworld. Now, people get, ooh, scary. Not at all. Not at all. You see, the card of the underworld is talking about different times and different places and different concepts. Thank you. And you see, people see things differently. We've been talking about that actually all day. We've been talking about what resonated. A long time ago, only mention of the interpenetrating world of spirit was the underworld, because they saw it as an underlap rather than overlap. And so get worried and panicked about these negative connotations, but they're really quite modern in the grand scheme of things. And the reason I'm getting this card is because I'm feeling drawn to mention that you are someone, Arlene, who does get drawn from time to time by other people's negativity. You're quite can't even say it. Please. You are quite empathic, so you are drawn to other people's negativity, led by it from time to time. But you have been making, I'm being told, a conscious effort to avoid that and move away from that and get into your own zone. I hate this phrase, but your own reality. Because I do believe we should all intermingle and understand each other's. But you've been having to protect yourself, and when you're doing it to protect yourself from other people's negativity, that is important, and I applaud you for making that conscious effort, so I'm being told. Because what this card is also showing is that behind this dark image is a beautiful golden autumnal scene. There's golden leaves upon the trees, so I know that autumn would be important to you. But as much as there is an autumn look outside, There's also this new birth, this new spring that's going on around you at the moment. This conscious effort has created new direction for you, new hope, new light, new life. I'm seeing here 4 snowdrops. Now that usually means, snowdrops to me usually mean children. So I'm seeing that there are 4 children that mean something greatly to you. But on top of that, believe it or not, oh my word, I can also see forget-me-nots. And forget-me-nots for me is very much a symbol of my dad. So I would say that there is a father figure in spirit reaching out to you. Now, I know that this gentleman, thank you, would have been very subtle, very discreet when he was trying to interfere. And when I say that, I'm saying from his perspective, he was subtle and discreet, because those forget-me-nots are really hidden right down in the bottom corner. And so what he's doing is he's sneaking in his, yeah, you might think you're pulling the card. No, you're not. He's saying, look beyond the darkness, look into that tunnel of light, and don't let the darkness around people stop you from seeing the light within. I'm reminded of a saying that I only heard yesterday, funnily enough. The shadows that we carry with us make the light within us even brighter. And so don't fear. Don't be over bogged down by fear, because he's in your corner, Dad is. He's in your corner, quite literally on this card. Do not let the shadows of the past, and do not let the darkness of people in the now stop you from following that light that is you. Their shadows will make your light all the brighter, but only because you have the courage and confidence to understand that people think differently. Your dad was a different thinker. He still is. So will you. You take after him so much in that way. So be bold, be brave. Do not let other people bring you down. Keep fighting the good fight and go for it. And I will say, God bless you. And thank you. Eileen says, I know what he means. I'm so glad he does. God bless you, Arlene, and I hope that helps. God bless.
Oh, beautiful message, Nick. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of meaning there for Arlene. And a busy lady with all the kids there, and I think she's a foster carer too.
Ah, wow. So children definitely would be. Oh, bless you. Oh, Carrie Ann Marshall Kearns, you are showing up, my love. Hello, darling. Good to see you. I've got to explain for everyone on Facebook, please do not panic if you think that we can't see you. We are struggling with the connection with Facebook comments and Skype. It is being worked on, but it's out of our control because it's Facebook's end. So what Richard's having to do is copy and paste in messages from Facebook into the system. That's taking a whole lot longer. So if you're on Facebook, we say hello to you. We're not ignoring you. You are there. It's just it's taking a bit longer to get through everyone. So Carrie Ann, hello, doll. We sees you now.
Okay.
That's
the grandchildren.
Photo. Oh, bless you. Bless you, bless. Now, I will just say there was, when I mentioned the 4, there's one that's was actually a little butterfly that made it look like 5, but I did, and I see there's 5 children. Would you understand that there's one of them that very nearly didn't make it, or was a fight to come here? Because the butterfly is a symbol for me of very much spiritual strength and opportunity and fragility as well. So that number 5, one of those, based on what I saw on the card, one of those was a challenge to get here, but was well worth the effort. So I'll just throw that in as well, because, you know, I want to, and spirit are acknowledging it, so I have to. So I'll just share that with you as well.
Arlene's just said her grandson was stillborn.
Yes. Well, I know we're supposed to be giving messages. This is kind of a continuation of your message. I've got to say, Arlene, I have 7 brothers and sisters in the world of spirit that didn't make it here. And I talk to them frequently because they continue and they influence your lives. He's your butterfly. Bless you, Arlene. Well, he's definitely, obviously, hanging around with Dad, so he's learning a few bad tricks off Granddad, because they continue to stay with us and be a part of our lives. So please, you know, take that as a hello. Don't forget me. As would be the case, I'm absolutely sure. Kazza has just asked to send prayers for Bruce Guthrow. I hope I got that right. Bruce Guthrow. Please send prayers, everyone, to Bruce. I certainly will put him in my healing book.
Yeah. Send prayers for you tonight, Kazza.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the announcement of the winner of the competition is going to be after the break. We, of course, have a bit of a break to show you what's coming up on SPTV. And after the break, we'll be finding out who's won the tarot.
Exciting, exciting. So do I get a chance to do, can I pull a card for someone quickly?
So answer Mel's question and pull her a card. You up for that, Glenda?
Sure. What do we got? Would love to know if the shadows I see are family members or something else, please.
Wow, that is a really, really good question, because it funnily enough, whilst you're pulling a card, I'll just answer the question, give you a chance to. People get really, really scared of shadows because they see shadows as negative. What I can tell you, based on scientific understanding of vibrational frequencies, which we harp on about as spiritualists and mediums all the time, when there is a change in vibration, it can create shadows. Shadows do not mean negativity. And if there is a shadow drawing around you through vibrational frequency, through spirit, that is someone who loves you. And I am confident that those shadows that you are seeing are family, because shadows are not a negative thing. Shadows are literally a shadow of a former self. It's that way of breaching the physical boundaries of physicality and higher vibration, and it's that reflection of the same. So Glenda's getting ready to pull a card, and her microphone's, oh, it's fixed because spirit, no. It fixed itself. You're fine. So yeah, absolutely, I would say family. Shadows are definitely spirit when they show themselves, and not in a negative way. But Glenda will have pulled a card for you by now, and let's see what Glenda has to say.
Okay, Mel, the card I have for you here is the mountains, and it's obstacles. So what I do feel for you is you've been manifesting some stuff. I feel like you've been putting out to the universe what you want, or you want to achieve something. And I feel as though it might not be an easy way, or it might not be straight up to get what you need to get. I feel sometimes when I look at this, the road might be straight, but the mountain is all zigzaggy. So it might be about you going around the mountain and coming at it at a different way, or going the long way around to get what you need. I feel like you've been asking for a change. I feel like there's been obstacles in your way, and it's not easy to get what you want. But I feel like I need to say, hang in there. Look for different ways of achieving what you're wanting. Why do I get studies with you, or are you learning something new? I feel like you're studying and learning something new. There's many people that do what you do, is what I feel also. There could be like, maybe am I as good as them? Am I comparing? Like, do I need to cut away that competition? It's just, don't be in competition with anyone. Just be in competition with yourself. But it might just be about you going in a different way to achieve what you're after, if that makes any sense for you. Keep manifesting, because the universe is hearing you, and be very clear about how you want this to roll out, is what I feel. I hope that resonates for Mel.
Definitely, I hope so too. And I'm sure she'll let us know in the comments Absolutely brilliant. Sorry. Oh, Sandra says, last Monday after your reading from me, guys, I thought I saw a shadow out of the corner of my eye that evening. So there you go. That spirit drawing round, like we was just saying with that question. And it's thank you, Sandra, for sharing that. Actually, it's brilliant. Yeah, shadows don't mean bad things, because at the end of the day, if something's casting a shadow, it's because the light is behind them. Remember that. The light is behind them. Or it could be above too. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Richard. I do agree. So yeah, and it ties in with that spiritual aspect. It could be the light is above them and casting a shadow. So yeah, you're absolutely right with that, Richard. Thank you. Well, friends, we are. Sorry. Yes. VIPs between 1 and 20. I'm going to go with 5, please, Richard. For the VIPs. Okay.
7.
Oh, right. Okay. So I picked me mother, so I can't do it. So Glenda, are you all right taking mother?
Oh, I'm doing. Oh, yes. Do you know what? Just beforehand, I felt like I needed to give your mum a message. So, okay, I'm going to give your mum a message. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card, and then we're just going to go with what that card says for mama. Okay. Oh,
she is here.
Throat chakra.
Mum, put the laundry down. We've got a reading.
Oh, is she back here? Is she there?
She's there. She's ready.
Okay, Mama Brown, what I get for you is the throat chakra. I feel like you've got some challenges ahead of you, or maybe people around you, whether that is people that are at the church or wherever you go. I feel like you're challenged. I feel like sometimes we need to clear our throat chakra and say what we think. I feel that you're very, very considerate of other people and their feelings, and you are very careful with what you say to people. So you don't necessarily say what you think or what you want to say. But I feel like there is a time coming up where you might have to speak your mind or what you feel is the better way of doing things, because there's so many people with so many ideas of, no, we should do it this way, Linda. No, we should do it this way, Linda. But Linda knows the best way to do it. So it's sometimes about you saying what you feel and clearing up that throat chakra. And as I feel into this, I also have a gentleman that stepped forward. Is that okay for me to bring that forward? Yeah. Okay. So I have a gentleman that steps forward, and I also get the throat, around the throat area for him as well. So I feel as though this is your partner, and I'm feeling that he's wanting to send his love, but he's wanting to put his arms around you and say, you're doing a great job. You're there for everybody. You absolutely support everybody around you. You don't necessarily ask for any help or support from anyone. You keep your problems to yourself. You need to reach out and ask for help when you need help. You're not good at asking for help. You just run around with like a chook with its head cut off half the time. You're here, there, and everywhere. As Nick says, you're doing the washing now, and I guarantee you've got 4 things on the go. And I'm seeing like the spray and wipe in one hand, or something, the spray cleaner or something. It's like everything has to be clean. And he's saying, it doesn't necessarily always have to be spot on, Linda. It's okay. No one will notice if it's not 100% clean or 100% on the dot. It's okay the way it is. You are perfectionist, and you sometimes need to let that go. And I say that with the biggest love, because he knows how on point everything is. I feel like your house is just immaculate, and he used to sit back and he used to watch you, and he'd be like this, watching you as you clean and as you're doing everything. And he'd look, and he'd just reach up and he'd ask for something, and he's love, will you get me this? Or love, will you get me a cup of tea? And he knows that you're missing that. He knows that you keep him busy because you feel lost sometimes, and he's wanting to send through so much love for you. He's coming around with his arms wrapped around you, and he's saying, I didn't say I love you as much as I wish I did, but I'm saying it today. I love you so much. And he's saying that you are the biggest support for our son and for our children, if you understand that. He's also saying, he's showing me the greenery around. Have you been in the garden lately or something like this? Because I'm seeing your hands are dirty, but I'm always feeling like I need to wash my hands. And he's having a bit of a giggle at you out in the garden. So he's wanting to let you know he's still around. I see the butterfly float in the air, and I see the feathers that he leaves behind for you. Something to do with birds, if you can understand, whether you've seen a bird of late. It's almost like I'm watching this bird and it's sitting on the fence and it's just kind of chirping at you, like it's just making all these noises. But he acknowledges the great amount of effort that you have put in since his passing to keep moving forward. So I want to leave you with his love and wrap you with my arms, and I will when I get to the UK, when I finally meet you, and say, you're doing a great job, and so much love for you. So thank you for letting me work with you, Linda. Is that okay? Is that okay, Nick?
Absolutely. I can provide some validation, yes. Mum spent most of yesterday dragging bits of wire around the garden and trying to pull up a bramble from within a gooseberry bush. That's playing it safe, isn't it? And yeah, we used to poke a little bit of fun about her obsessiveness with cleaning. It ain't clean unless it's LB clean.
And he's still taking the mickey.
And she is saying thank you. She is saying thank you.
God
yeah,
bless.
that got her. That got her.
Wipe the tears away, Linda. Stop.
Yeah.
Wipe the tears away.
Yeah. That was Dad through and through. He would be sitting there watching her doing the cleans. Am we having a coffee today? Sure enough, I'm with someone the same. But there you go. But thank you. Amazing. So do you want to pick a number for me to make it fair?
I kept getting drawn to number 7.
Okie dokie, number 7 it is. Nicola. Hello, Nicola. Good to see you. Nicola, the VIP from YouTube. It's over to you. If you are still there, please let us know. Demeter, harvest, reaping away the efforts of your labors. And of course, even though it is July, we are coming up to that time of harvest, that time of making good use of the fact that you have been working your merry little way off. I nearly made a kafunga boo-boo there. You have been working your socks off, Nicola, and you've been planning for something. You've been really building up to something. And it's almost as though what I'm seeing here is that there's been a lot going on in the background. I'm not sure whether you've been aware of it entirely or not, or whether you've recently become aware of this hidden support from the background. I'm not inclined to believe that that's necessarily just spirit. There's some kind of support from the background, earth-based, that somebody's been rooting for you and been hiding in the wings, willing you on. And either you're not aware of it at the moment or you've recently become aware of it. But this is very much a time of you finally getting payback on what you have been doing. What you have been almost sultrily stomping your way through life, particularly over the last 6 months, I want to say. Maybe a little bit less than that, but you've been certainly 6 months sticks in my mind that you have been preparing and planning and working. And it's almost like you felt that it's never going to pay off. But I can see that Demeter, the Queen of the Harvest, is carrying a sheaf in her that resonates, but not aware of the support. Well, either it's going to be spirit or there is someone watching your back, and you will, because I can see them silhouetted in the trees. And so you have been working away, and the time is coming. The time is coming. And I think these two individuals, I know of two individuals in the background that have been trying to help you, are plowing their way through it with you. I've got to give you, we're talking about numbers today. I've got to tell you the card number is 15. 15 will be important to you as well. A date or a door number, I'm not sure which. But this, thank you. The advice that they're trying to give you is continue that serenity, because it's grace under fire. Thank you. It's almost like grace under fire. You have been so serene and you've been so calm outwardly, if not inwardly, young lady. Keep that direction, because that is what's winning you these favors. That's what's helping, and you don't need to lose it just yet, because you carry on the path that you are on. You are definitely going to have a bumper harvest. I can also say that there are two individuals from the world of spirit that are, you know, watching your back as they would do, not necessarily just in this situation, but overall arching, because this lady that is following behind you every step of the way from spirit, I do know she's giving me 15 date dad pass. Thank you, Nicola. This lady that is watching over you, I think she ties in with dad. I think she ties in with dad, because when you mentioned dad, she just grinned. So it could be his mum, or if he has someone in the world of spirit that was very female close to him. But there's this big pink flower, and I'm not sure whether it's a rose or a peony. I can't quite make it out too clearly, but it's this really, really nice pink flower, very ball-like, that connects with this lady that's watching your back. There is another one. I'm sure it must be your dad, but you've mentioned him, so I can't, because it don't prove nothing. But I know that he would be about, if he's giving you this 15 as a way of letting you know that he's really pulling the strings. But just be serene, be graceful. Don't cleave to things too hardly. Don't cleave to the reins too hard, because you are onto a winner. Harvest time is coming. You've got to, what is it they say? Make hay while the sun shines. So keep on making your hay, because you are making huge inroads. And I know that you will be ready as you step into the change of summer into winter. That period in between is the harvest. So I know that it's coming up, that you will soon have what you need. Nan probably, so that would be dad's mum. She didn't always put, okay, turn it over, put it away. She didn't always take him too seriously. There's this fun element going on. She's like a little bit of Mickey take going on with him, but in a loving way, not a nasty way. It's kind of like a double act, a bit like me and Glenda, but without the dirty jokes. You know, so do take the fact that they're with you, as well as keep an eye out for these two supports on the earth plane. They will make a difference. So I'll say, I hope that helps. I hope that's all right for you, Nicola. God bless you. And
oh, beautiful message, Nick. Well done.
And so, Nicola says, just what I needed, as I've been questioning if it's all worth it. Yes, that's Nan. Oh, bless you. We'll keep going. It's worth it. Nan says so. Yeah. A really exaggerated knowing wink from Nan there. Well, I think you're very welcome, Nicola. You know, us with the similar names, we've got to stick together. There's only an S missing. I think it's time that we should have some adverts so that we can come back and find out who's won a tarot deck from the lovely Kate May. So what do we say, Glenda?
Roll 'em, Richard.
My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk.
MySpiritualDirectory.com is one of the fastest growing online free listing service. Our search directory offers geolocation feature, rating ability, review system, map location, customer comment, YouTube video, gallery, social media sharing, direct contact with the lister, simple online booking and payment system. It's free to register and use. It even creates your own mini web page, which you can update at any time, and yes, it's still free, no monthly or yearly fees. 100% free. Creates your own profile page. Add social media and other links. Add a mini gallery and a YouTube video. Rating, reviews and comments. Includes online booking and payments. So, if you're looking for a medium or a reader, even a church, maybe a healer, or any other spiritual service, then visit myspiritualdirectory.com.
Sarah Andrews joins us for her Angel Show from 6 p.m. tonight, offering readings for our viewers and clarification of each angel. Tonight from 8 p.m., Claire Pasterfield hosts her show, Heavenly Sprinkles, for an evening of mediumship readings.
And we are back, completely prepared and ready for anything, as always, after the commercial break. Quick rundown, of course, tonight we have got at 6 p.m. the lovely Sarah Andrews, at 8 p.m. the lovely Claire Pasterfield, those heavenly sprinkles shining upon you. A few notices about what's coming up soon. On the 6th of August, VIP event. Well worth becoming a VIP. On the 6th of August, there will be a VIP trance evening a la Miguel at 7 p.m. UK, 11 a.m. PST. So if you're interested in trance, you can go on the VIP as a VIP and see this trance demonstration from Miguel. That's on the 6th of August. Reminder, of course, that Diane Cooper is on this Thursday at 6 p.m. with Paul, the lovely Paul Bannister, on his show Spirit Talk on SPTV this coming Thursday. Lovely Diane Cooper. I should be able to watch for about half an hour before I have to start setting the hall up for Thursday night. There is nothing tomorrow. You've got day off because Deb's still working on getting her internet fixed. But she will be back soon. And then we've got Kay Cook on Wednesday doing rune readings. So that's going to be another interesting one. So there is really so much going on, and it's really quite exciting, especially what we were just talking about. But I'm not going to give anything away because you know what it's like on here. You mention something and everyone else does it. So wait for the advert for that one. So he was worried. I'm sure he was. Oh no, Nick, don't give it away yet. But no, seriously. So we've got to give away a deck of tarot from the lovely Kate May. Now, we're asking for the exact, of course, name of Kate May's coffee shop as the answer to the question to get yourself in the running to win the prize. And let's have a drum roll. What is the name of Kate May's coffee shop? Ching. It is the Mystic Coffee Lounge. Not Kate's Coffee, not latte with love. It is the Mystic Coffee Lounge. If you answered correctly, you're in the running. So, Glenda, pick a number, dear.
What number? How many have we got?
Between 1 and 12, pick a number.
9.
9. I know. Go back. Natalie Jane Jerome, you have won. You correctly named Mystic Coffee Lounge. You have won Kate May's tarot deck. Congratulations. Now, in order to reach out to Richard, not Roland, but
She's super excited.
Oh, brilliant. You have one, darling, and you need to email info@sptv.uk. If you email that email address, info@sptv.uk, pop your details in there, get in touch with Richard, then that tarot deck will be winging its way to you very, 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 very soon. So congratulations.
Oh, bless. She said, I never win. You won tonight.
You have now. Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations. Commiserations to those that didn't win, but there will be competition rolling throughout the whole of space and time. So long as there is an SPTV, there's always going to be a competition somewhere. So congratulations. Well done, Natalie. We've got a question. I'm losing the word.
Questionly.
A question from Julie Berroin. My hands feel so hot sometimes. Does that mean I would be good at healing? Glenda.
Well, when I do healing, my hands are on fire. So it could be. And it could be a number of things too. So it just depends. Have you tried healing before? Have you been doing any courses? Have you tried doing Reiki? When I tune in with you, Julie, I feel that you are very, very intuitive, and I feel that you just need to give it a try with some friends and just see what you feel like. A lot of the time when you do healing, you'll get a lot of tingling in the hands. You know, there'll be tingling, your hands will get warm. I know mine are like fire. I don't even have to touch somebody, and the heat that radiates off somebody just by holding them like that high, you can feel the heat that's coming off. And that's, again, the energy. So you must have a lot of energy in your hands, Julie, if you don't have any circulation problems. Rule out the medical stuff, but you must have a lot of energy. So why not put that energy to use, is what I say. Give it a go, Julie.
Totally agree. Yeah, you know, it's funny really, because it depends. From my perspective, there are people that feel, I mean, I certainly feel warm, heat. But I know a lot of people who feel nothing in their hands and they feel it all spiritually. I know people that get really, really cold hands as well. But like you said, once you've ruled out the earthly possibilities, like for instance, do you have a circulation issue? Are you standing with your hands on the kettle 10 minutes before it happens? I'm sure you've isolated things like that out. But have you come into contact with something that does it to you? Once you've eliminated the earthbound stuff, absolutely, yeah. Give it a go. So Julie says no, of course, but I would love to. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a go. The application of healing is a beautiful gift, and it's one of the triumvirate on my jacket here. Healing, philosophy, and mediumship. They all work together. That's why I came up with this little logo many years ago, just to remind myself of the three cornerstones of what we do: healing, philosophy, mediumship. They all work together. And I know, based on what Glenda has said and what I'm picking up as well, that if you're feeling that, then give it. When you feel it, ask permission first. But when you feel it, stick your hands on someone. Just don't get involved with it too much. It's like letting it go. Just let it go. Pop your hands on and allow it to flow. The less you interfere with healing, the better. And if you're getting that natural warm sensation, it's even talking about it, my palms are now starting to fire up. And that's what will happen. So give it a go. You know, if you're with someone you trust and know, when it happens, just say, do you mind if I just try and give you some healing? And just stick your hands on. Keep out of the process. Just be the conduit, and see what happens. Because I'm sure, especially based on what Glenda has said, but also what you've said, you will be surprised by what people say. Really,
and I've just had something pop in my mindset as well, Julie. Is it just sometimes that they get really hot? Because the other thing is that you could be picking up where people need the healing. So, sometimes I pick it up when I'm in a setting or there's a few people, and you can pick up when somebody is in need of healing. They've got their aches and their pains, and then your hands start to activate. So just interested if it's every now and then, notice when it's happening. Are you around people when it's happening, or is it just random at home when it's happening? So take that into consideration as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Julie says, I love my tarot cards and I feel it. Go for it. Go for it. Really, really do.
And let us know how you go.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Going to say, keep sharing the love and talk to people, discuss things. Really, really communicating with people does make a huge difference for development and growth. So just keep going and keep trying. Never stop playing. Never stop playing.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Hope that helps. Hope that helps, Julie.
We're going to do another reading, Nick.
Yeah, I'm just being drawn to a card. I'm waiting to be drawn to a card. Oh, here we go. There he is. Okie dokie. So, there's somebody out there whose name I haven't seen yet going to get this card, because sometimes I do it back to front with a shins. Who's out there who wants a reading, who wants a message? Let me know. We were doing Chrissy Wheatley's finally sorted out a reading with Bill Hughes. She won back in March. She can't wait. Excellent stuff. Well done.
Awesome. Phenomenal reader. I love
good
Bill Hughes.
Come to they who wait. Carrie Ann Marshall. Hello. My hands get hot and turn red. You know what? I feel you. And I tell you what, there we go. I'm giving you Prometheus. I said to them, whoever comes up next, I'm giving them this card. And look at what's on the picture of Prometheus. He's holding fire, and you've just said, my hands get hot and turn red. So this card is for you. And Prometheus, the word again, we worry about things like this, but it's sacrifice. But what I'm feeling with you, Carrie Ann, is that you've given up an awful lot. And that is what sacrifice is. You've given up so much that you fear giving up anything. That's people like us. We're saying you need to let go of this. You need to give that up. You need to, give your time over to people. And you're sitting there and you're worrying. I've got nothing else to give. That's what's in your mind. That's what's in your heart. I don't feel like I can give anything else. That's not true, because the one thing you need to sacrifice the most is the fear. One thing you need to sacrifice the most is the worry. You need to let go of the pain. That is a sacrifice, because sometimes we cleave onto that difficulty and frustration. And I don't believe anybody does it consciously. Carrie Ann says, yes, I understand. Good. I'm glad, because it's so important. You need to let it go. You need to move forward. And by giving up the thing, that fear of not having anything else to give up, will open up your world to a world of possibility and light. Because fire, oh, here we go with the fire. They've been on at me with candles all weekend. One thing that we forget about candles is that it is very small. It's very raw, untapped energy. But if it's left alone, it will grow. And if it's not kept an eye on, it can still become dangerous. What we need to remember is that all energy has the possibility to transform, because that's what energy does. It transforms. It never ends. We prove that with mediumship. We talk about spirit and the spirit world. And there's a gentleman stepping here who did have a scar down here. I don't know whether it's an appendix scar, or whether it would be in a similar location. Possibly had an operation could have even had a kidney removed. There's this gentleman here with this scar running down his side here that's stepping forward through you. And he's talking about that letting go of the pain, because you are raw, untapped energy. And he used to tell you this. And you are raw, untapped energy. And if you don't monitor yourself and don't keep an eye on yourself and look after yourself, and that important word, nurture yourself, then it can either fizzle out, or it can go wild and get knocked over and transform into something worse. Gentle reflection and peacefulness with yourself is the only way to nurture that energy, that light, that flame. And this gentleman was always telling you to do this. And he's very much reminding me that he, the reason I'm seeing him with you mentioned about being the healing. You gave him healing. I don't know whether he was aware of it at the time or not, but he is now. But you gave this gentleman healing, and he's saying it helped in ways that you couldn't possibly imagine. And if you think for a second it did nothing, you are wrong. You are wrong, he says. It really did help. I had to do what I had to do. I had to be where I had to be, but I'm watching you now. I'm fighting your corner. I'm watching you like a hawk, he says. Watching you like a hawk. And allow that energy to grow, nurture it, watch it, allow it to flourish, because that's what you need to do for you. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Yes, he did. He was very wise. He's here. He's with you. He's got your back. He is almost unseen. You can't even see it on this image because it's really, really dark and contrasty. But this hawk is behind you, watching you. And you might not always be aware of him being there, but he is. He really, really is. So keep on with the healing and stop doubting yourself. Get on with it. Go for it. Be bold, be brave, but give yourself time and nurture and sacrifice. The next sacrifice you make is the misery and the pain and the fear. Get rid of that, because it's not doing you any good. Otherwise, okay, he says, otherwise I'll be there and I will slap you on the back of the ears. I will. Says you're saying, I'll slap you on the back of the ears if you don't do as you're told. So I'll say, God bless you, Carrie, and I'll bless you. I'm so happy right now. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Oh, God bless you, Carrie Ann.
And he's here keeping an eye on you. So I'll say, God bless you.
Oh, beautiful message, Nick. Well done. Well done. She really needed to hear that.
All that from thinking no one could see you, darling.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got one more. We got time for one more?
No, there's going to be chance to do loads, I'm sure. It's not that late today, darling. It's not that late. Oh, dear. I know we sit in gas, but we don't go on forever. Well. So, over to you, Glenda. Sorry, what was that, Richard?
Well, Richard's just letting us know what you get if you become a VIP member.
Perks of VIP. We do gas off about that a fair bit, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, VIP is 33p a week. You know, what do you actually get? Well, first and foremost, you get access to the VIP lounge, where there's further chat, conversation, a safe space to talk in and discuss it. You get VIP only shows. For example, the trance on the 6th of August is VIP access. So you get priority on private readings and connections. There's a whole
competitions.
the development nights that are all done through Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot more interaction with the Zoom as well, with the workshops. Yeah. Me and my friend Dawn, we did a workshop over 4 weeks, actually, a 4-week workshop for VIPs. So there is so many different things you can gain by the
Yeah, so you get so much. I mean, there's
Yeah.
for what was it, 33p? Was that?
it works at about 33p a week.
And I think it's around, I think it's $2 Australian. I don't think it's very much here either. So it's pretty good deal.
It'd be about 15 cents a week for yourselves.
No, your money is your dollar is more than ours.
We don't have a dollar.
Oh well, it's the same thing.
Well, if our VIP is about £5, so if it's about 2 something, then it in
There you go, $2.85 Australian money.
So work out no more than about 20 cents you know, for that. So it's awesome.
It's fantastic. I mean, where are you going to get that? Anywhere else?
Oh, I know, exactly. So, I mean, for example, on the 6th of August coming up, we've got the VIP trance with Miguel. You know, you get priorities that you wouldn't necessarily get. And there is the chat in the VIP lounge is also awesome too. It really, really is. And
the community is great.
It really, really is. Not to say that those that are not on Facebook and YouTube that aren't VIPs aren't part of the community, because they very, very much are. And it's an awesome group of people, but you just add to it and you get more out of it if you become a VIP too, which is great. But you don't have to be, but it would be nice because it does help keep things running, you know.
Absolutely.
It keeps Richard in electricity, broadband, and occasionally, if there's something left over, he might be able to afford a Fredo or a gummy bear. If he's very lucky.
Since he doesn't drink all the other nasties.
I know, exactly. He's a good boy. Clean living. That's why he's so cheerful. And nothing to do with having to put up with people like us saying the wrong thing.
That's right.
What was that? Sorry, mate.
Oh, he's in love. Richard's in love.
Yeah.
How cute.
Sim. Carol Phillips from the YouTube feed says, it's my mum's anniversary of passing tomorrow. I know she is happy up there, but I do miss her. I'm sure she'll be hanging around a fair bit over the next couple of days. Just a hunch. So
I feel like when I look at Carol, I feel like she looks like a mother. I just feel like I need to say, you look like your mum. There's so similarities in the face. I'm getting so much from her mum, kind of all wanting to acknowledge that, don't take this the wrong way. She wants to say, love, as you're getting older, you're looking more like your mum. So don't take that the wrong way, but mum's just saying, you're looking more and more like me every day, love.
Oh.
I hope that you understand that from mum, because I feel like there's a lot of significance with you and mum.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, Carol, so I've got to be careful.
And I'm just wanting, let me see, okay, she's just wanted to have a bit of a chat then. Okay, I'm just going to work with mum just a little bit here. I feel that you, mum struggled towards the end. I feel that you helped nurture mum. I felt like you looked after mum, and she's wanting to come through and say thank you. You were there to hold her hand. You were there to help dress her. You were there towards the end. You're helping her get in and out of the bed. I'm seeing you bent over. She's showing me you putting clothes on her. It's like I'm putting some pants on, and you're putting them foot by foot, and you're just putting one foot in at a time, and she's holding down on your shoulders, and she's saying, thank you, darling. She's so appreciative of you. She's appreciative of the cooking that you did for her. She's appreciative of you straightening the bed. You had something to do with the bed. You always made sure that she was tucked in. She's showing me you tucking her into the bed, propping up her pillow, making sure you're giving her little bits of water, making her mouth moist. It's like I'm I'm dabbing her mouth. I'm putting lip stuff around her mouth because her mouth was cracked. And I feel like you really took that time to look after Mum, and she's wanting to say thank you, darling. She sees that you are looking after everybody else around you. There's children I'm picking up on. I'm seeing children around you. She's saying to me, you are feeling me. Just hear me, love. I'm trying to get through to you. She's saying I'm trying to send you little messages. She's very, very talkative. Back in her day, she was very talkative. Yes, she will after she has been out up there. I don't mind. I love her. Oh, bless. She thinks so much of you. You are her world. I feel like I see this rainbow, and she's bringing through this healing, the healing of the rainbow. It's almost like you've gone through this hard time, and she's wanting to acknowledge, love, there is light at the end of this rainbow, light at the end of that tunnel, but it's almost like you're going to get through the hard stuff. Just hang in there, Carol. She's saying tomorrow, just make a cup of tea and a piece of cake for me, and I'll be happy. Don't fuss too much. Don't fuss too much. Don't spend the day crying. She says, I want you to go out and do something nice. And when you do something nice for her, just look up and say, that one's for you, Mum. So I want to leave you with her love, and we are thinking about you as well, Carol, and sending you love from us.
Fantastic. Yes. And Carol says, I did. She lived with us, and I ended up doing everything she wanted, scoffing up the hospital. She didn't want to be in the hospital bed. So
yeah, I see her puffing up the pillows, just making her mum comfortable in the bed.
Loved
an
Anata,
yeah.
To anyone, always had a laugh. That is wonderful. There you
She's
go.
Talking to me.
Well done,
God
doll.
bless
Good
her.
work, Glenda. Bless you. Thank you. So Kelly Roquette says, I'm never awake in time for your 8 p.m. sessions. I'm missing out. There was what time did you say it was? Sorry, I missed it, Richard. There was an 11 a.m. one. Oh yeah. We did an 11 a.m. one, and we are starting to vary the times an awful lot on I say we, the royal we, SPTV, and particularly Richard, bless his heart, is starting to vary the times just to help those of a down under variety being able to be awake and alert. So keep an eye out because the likelihood of more coming at different times is growing, and we are as a group trying to do as much as we can to cross that boundary between cyberspace and real space, between the spirit world and the physical world, and of course the time zones.
Yeah, cross the pond.
So brilliant, and stay tuned, because there is always going to be different stuff coming up. Speaking, somebody tagged themselves VIP, Terry Louise. She very often is the one sharing the pictures, if not always, certainly on a Monday, of what's coming up in the day. It usually hits around about 11, around about 10 a.m. UK time. So you can always see what's going on the day, around about 10 a.m. UK time, which would be around about 7 p.m. with you, Glenda. Would 11 a.m. be about 7 with you?
11 a.m. UK time. What I know?
10 a.m. Sorry.
10 a.m. So you guys, this week we started for us at 7:30 p.m. and 10:30 a.m. for you guys.
Yes, so around about 7 p.m. in Australia, you get to see what's going on. But remember, it's the next 24 hours. So there might be something that you see that's coming up, because there will be notifications for next day stuff as well that will tell you something you can watch when you wake up. So stay tuned.
You can jump on my site. I'm always posting.
Gonna say there's that, and there's a whole back catalogue of things you can.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same as watching live, but you can catch up with what's going on as well, because it's there for all of eternity, or at least until the internet's plug gets pulled out. You know, depending on how many batteries they've got installed in internet land. You know, how many Duracell does it take to keep other batteries are available, of course, but how many batteries does it take to keep the internet going? You know, we'll have to, that'll be a question for another week, for another.
I don't even know what he's waffling on about batteries, and I don't know what he's talking about batteries for.
Sometimes I go off on a tangent. I can't help it.
Richard's wondering what you're talking about.
Well, this is preparation for me going into trance on the 9th of September.
Yes.
I won't have a clue what I'm saying either, because I will be obviously joining yourself, David Hale, Bill Hughes. I will be, you know, presenting first bit. Pardon? Oh, yeah. Okay. So you got the mediumship at the beginning part, and then at the end I'll actually be
he'll be doing a demonstration of trance mediumship.
Doing a demonstration of trance. Yeah, demonstration of trance philosophy. So, you know, everyone better get used to me not knowing what on earth I'm talking about. I think anybody who's known me for 5 minutes probably realizes that's a given with me. Just before we say anything else, though, the next comment to come up, I've picked a card for, Richard. So I don't know who it is, but the next comment, this card is for them. It is a very, very, very quick one. But as you would have normally brought up the next comment, this is for them, whoever it may be. Yeah, so now about to. Okay. Yeah. Suzanne Turner, you asked, is the thing for you, please? There is divine expansion. I have to give you, Zeus. I know you've been fighting battle royale recently. I know you've been having a bit of a rough ride of late, but this is part of who you are, and you never give up. You feel like it sometimes, darling, I know that, but don't give up, because you are in tune with the world of spirit. Oh, this is something that I don't very often get. You are in the flow of the energies. You're aware of the energies, and sometimes that means that when other people around you are feeling a bit glum, you feel glum too, and you pick up on it's almost like the whole mood of planet Earth can really, really bring you down. But the point is this: whenever there's a huge buildup of pressure, kaboom, and the energy's let loose, and you've got to let loose a little bit more, Suzanne. Let loose, and not in a negative way, but let loose yourself, let loose your freedom, be free, stop holding yourself back, because you have been holding yourself back, and it's been part of this mood that you've been picking up on around you. You have phenomenal cosmic power, but we do live in an itty-bitty living space on the grand scheme of things. Other Disney movies are available. This gentleman who's coming through with this does have a naughty sense of humor. He's been with me for a couple of minutes. That's why I've been. Thank you. I can now explain why I wasn't making any sense. There's this gentleman who steps forward. I feel he was a bit of a mentor type figure, who would have helped you understand things perhaps better than most would. But boy, could he talk, and sometimes he would go off on a tangent and not make sense. But he does now. He says, but now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. In actual fact, talking about trance would make sense with you and this gentleman at the moment. But this is all part of divine expansion. So that is for you. That is your card. That is the message. God bless, Suzanne, and I hope that helps. God bless you.
Yeah. Suzanne's written, I see things before it happens. Very intuitive. I get like astrology and that sort of stuff with Suzanne too. Yeah.
Wow, lovely, lovely, lovely. So
Very
yes,
intuitive.
definitely, definitely.
Perfect.
So let your divine expand. Glenda, pleasure as always.
Yes, we've had some fun this week again, some laughs, as always.
Absolutely, and we didn't get pulled off the air, so we couldn't have been too naughty. We didn't get too.
We didn't get beeped. No.
No beeping censorship. But it has been an absolute pleasure and honour to share this morning into the afternoon, very briefly, albeit the afternoon, with you and everyone. You're very welcome, Suzanne. God bless you, my love. And everyone who's been watching, supporting SPTV, keep fighting the good fight. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Keep an eye on what's going on SPTV, because there's always something new. And don't forget to come back tonight at 6 for Sarah Andrews. And if you can't, come back at 8 for Claire Pasterfield, because they're both lovely, lovely ladies.
Absolutely. And I guess that's a wrap until next week.
And
thank you, Richard.
Yes, a big thank you to the lovely Richard in the background, putting up with us all the time. I'm sure he must have kittens by the bucket load when us two gather together. Selling them at 20 quid each, yes, so he has been. Best way to keep SPTV financed, us keep doing what we're doing so he can sell kittens all the time.
That's oh, and when we're not giving him a hard time, our friend Debbie will be giving him a hard time on Friday.
Absolutely, absolutely. But from all of us here, from Richard, from Ben, from myself, and to Rebecca, Virginia, who is in Puerto Rico, and it's 7:30 a.m. Good morning, Rebecca. It's actually good morning, but it's also ta-ta from us too. Nolene,
it's time for bed. Time for bed for me, Nolene. Yes.
Indeed. So from me, good night and God bless, and good morning and God bless.
And from me, it's God bless, God bless, God bless, and good evening. It's time for bed.
It's time to say good night from all of us at SPTV. Good night. God bless. Be the peace.
Bye.
Go with you all.